Hey guys, wanted to show you a quick update on our salvia plants that we showed you when we replanted them earlier this spring. Look at them now, they're huge. They're already starting to fall over. They're getting so, weighty and heavy, and we got to prune them back. So I'm going to show you how to do that real quick. But first, let's take a walk down memory lane. You can see some of what we did earlier this year when we pulled them all out of these containers. We refurbished the soil, and then we planted these back in. And then if there was any plants left over in there, we took those out and planted them elsewhere. Yeah, before they were only about maybe about this big, maybe this big around. Look at them now. They're huge. They're ginormous. They're monsters. They're loving life. We want to get these old blooms off because you can see these are the last bit of the blooms up here, and all these flowers down below on the stem are all done. And you can see that on all the different stems out here. Now, there's a couple stems further in on the canopy of this where they're about halfway done on that stem. So we're going to leave those alone for now because we want to continue to enjoy those flowers. But a lot of these, they're done. They're literally just starting to wither and die on the tips of those flowers, and they're getting more top heavy as these seed pods develop. So we got to cut them back because we don't want them to flop over and continue to grow outward this way. We want them to grow up and hopefully get another flush of flowers. So I'm going to show you what I'm going to do to cut these back and then where the new flowers and the new growth will come from. So as you can see here, we've got this big one right here. It's pretty much done. I'm going to go all the way down. I'm going to take this stem, pull it up this way so you can see what I'm doing. Now, there's all this weight on it. Now I can see there's new growth down here, there's new growth here, and there's new growth here. With this being as bendy as it is and as much weight on it, I'm going to take it down to about here. And then you can see this stem isn't bending over as much anymore because it lost all that weight. So now we're going to get more upright growth from that. And that's what I want. So I'm going to continue to do this through this whole plant where I want to make these cuts. And I'm just going to, you can see I'm starting in the center where the top stems are that are laying over. And then I'm going to go into the different layers of these stems to make my cuts, because I don't want to start at the bottom because I can't really see what I'm doing for one, and two, I'm not going to know whether they're going to go upright again or not if I make the cuts down here before I make them up here. So we're going to leave that one alone. Oh, look at that. That's a good candidate, isn't it? Look at this guy. Okay. Yep, see all those flowers? They're pretty much done. I expect it to regrow right here. So if I move this out of the way, you can see there's new growth. Here's where I made my cut. Here's new growth in that leaf axil right there of those leaves. And then here's new growth right here in this leaf axil right here. You can already see it starting to grow down here. Let's keep going. Let's get this knocked out. Well, so you can see we've completely cut away all the bad blooms, all the old blooms. Now, new ones are going to come in, and some already are. You can see up here we've got some new blooms coming in. Little one right there. Now over here we got a really nice one already coming in, and these were already developed. These were already developing before we even started cutting on this today. So we've got another one right there. I think we got another one over here. Yep. See right there, it's developing. You can see that little bit of purple starting right there. So, and in case you're wondering, these are called Back to the Fuchsia, and it's a fun name, Back to the Fuchsia Salvia. And this is from Proven Winners. This is like the third or fourth year maybe we've had these. Yeah, Allison's giving me the force behind the scenes there. So yeah, so I mean, you can see they're doing really well in these containers. They were really scrunched in the last couple of years with other plants. They didn't have a lot of room to grow. Now they've got the full run of the place. So what we're seeing here with these flowers already developed, these should actually start to grow and develop within the next week or two. We'll see these go into full flower. They'll extend out more and faster now that we've removed all these other flowers. This plant over here, it doesn't have a lot of new flowers developing that I can see yet. And so this one's probably going to be more like 2 to maybe even 4 weeks out if we still have the cool night temperatures and not too warm of days, maybe not even up to about 80 degrees, 85 degrees. Anything above that, and it's going to stop it flowering. These plants really do like a little bit cooler temperature to flower, kind of like our primroses or our pansies or violas. Well, we're only during the cooler times of the year, so spring and fall, in those cool season times, we see that type of flower pattern happen with these plants too. And it's really fun. So guys, that's pretty much it. I'm going to wrap it up here. We will update you in a couple weeks to show you what's going on with these two plants. If they do end up flowering again, if they don't, these flowers that did develop already, they should flower. But anything else developing that isn't already to that point, we'll see. We're going to start getting some really hot temperatures here. So I'm not expecting a lot of new flowers from this plant over here because it just hasn't developed those buds and those flowers yet like this one has. So, but we'll see, and we'll update you. Also look forward to more videos coming out soon this month. We've got a lot of other things obviously going on in the garden. We've got projects that have happened that we need to update you on, a lot of other plantings. Allison wants to update you on how she's doing in her recovery, so she'll be on video soon, and she can't wait to see you guys and talk to you. So with that, hopefully this was helpful. Thanks for being here. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already, like and comment down below, and I'll see you later.